All right, practice comes to a close. All right, it's time for heat number 1 from Lanier. Up front will be Preston Roberts, Mikey Mixter. On the second row will be Corey Goodall and Chris Standridge. Tom the Missile Land rounding out the 5-car field. Only one pro late model in the field. That is Chris Standridge. So we could see the first instance of the 305 drivers showing their displeasure. Just waiting for, there comes Mikey Mixter. Like I said, a big field tonight. Looks like we'll end up with at least 3 heats, possibly more. All right, pace car is rolling. Drivers are moving. And it looks like the track is starting quite a bit of use already on the track. They did not freshen the track for the heat, so things could get even more interesting out here tonight. Pace car about to drop off. Pace car is in. Mikey Mixter leads him out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. Heat number 1 underway. Chris Standridge finds a line up on the high side, uses all that power, shoots to the front, but here comes Preston. Tried to block him, couldn't stop him, and Chris Standridge flies by on the high side. Meanwhile, Mikey Mixter slipping back into third. Corey Goodall fourth. Tom the Missile Land in fifth. A 3-car battle for third. The Missile slides by. He is now up to fourth. Corey Goodall, a little wiggle there, out of turn 4. And here comes the Missile again on the high side. Chris Standridge, meanwhile, has pulled away already. Preston Roberts in second. Corey Goodall trying to hold on to third, but a hard-charging Missile is right behind him. The Pro Late definitely has the advantage here tonight as the white flag comes out. The 305 zone led by Preston Roberts. Chris Standridge is going to take the checker in heat number 1. Preston Roberts will be the first place 305 tonight. Tom Land manages to clear Corey Goodall at the line, had a nose ahead. He takes in second. Corey Goodall third in the sprint cars. Heat number 2, we'll see Fancy on the pole with Josh Roberts on the front row. Lucas Piper and David Baldessare on the second row. John Bennett on the third row. A little bit different situation here. 3 of the 305s, 2 of the Pro Late models. Everybody rolling off. Nick Frank getting to start up front with Josh Roberts. They will have an opportunity. We'll see if they can hold those Pro Late models off better than the first heat. Or did David Baldessare and Lucas Piper watch that first heat, learn a little trick from Chris Standridge, and will they be able to make something happen? And it looks like Piper might have a connection issue. We'll have to watch closely once the heat starts. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. Oh, Fancy does not get a good start. And here comes David Baldessar, and Lucas Piper managed to navigate through the 305s. Josh Roberts now leading the 305s, followed by Nick Frank and John Bennett. Baldessar out front overall in the pro late. Lucas Piper trying to close that gap up, though. Lucas still has a little bit of a blink going on here. Meanwhile, Josh Roberts in the 305s opening up a gap on Nick Fancy Frank and John Bennett. And David Baldessar is definitely in trouble. Lucas Piper is faster right now. But with the connectivity issue, he might not survive the heat. Josh Roberts in third, John Bennett fourth, Nick Frank in fifth. Top two are pro lates, bottom three are 305s. White flag for David Baldessar. Manages to hold Lucas Piper off for the entire heat. He's going to win in the pro lates. Josh Roberts comes out of turn 4 and will be the top running 305. All right, heat number 3. We'll see Brett Carroll and Michael Hartman on the front row. Wayne Bridges, Chad Biesinger on the second row. Doug Tyre Norton has the third row. And it looks like just one sprint car in this field. Michael Hartman is out there all alone. Well, at least he'll automatically win the heat in his division, so there's that. Brett Carroll will lead them down. And don't forget, after this event, we still have one more that promises to be even more chaotic. Every dirt car imaginable will be on track. Will Michael Hartman just move aside and let the drivers behind him get by easy, or is he going to fight it out of turn 4? Green flag is in the air, and they run by him on both sides. He just was in the middle of the sandwich. Brett Carroll in the lead, but here comes Wayne Bridges down to the bottom. Through 3 and 4, and it looks like Wayne might take the lead here, but Brett is still fighting on the high side. And Wayne gets a little bit loose and gets stalled in the middle of 1 and 2. Brett Carroll back to the lead. Chad Biesinger back in third. Doug Norton in fourth. Michael Hartman, the only 305 on track this time. Brett Carroll still holding on the lead, but here comes Wayne Bridges yet again. Chad Biesinger in third, Doug Norton in fourth. White flag is in the air for Brett Carroll. Does Wayne Bridges have anything on this last lap for him? He's got to run off turn 2. He sends it down hard into turn 3. No slide job. Oh, he drifts up, loses the back end. Brett Carroll wins. Wayne Bridges holds on for second. All right, quick warm-up session. And it looks like the sprint cars are still showing their displeasure with Chris as he gets pushed all over the track. David Baldessare currently the fastest pro late. John Bennett and Preston Roberts are duking it out for the fastest 305 right now. Currently 12 of the 15 drivers on track. Looks like Corey Goodall and Fancy are both rolling. Oh, Fancy couldn't even get a lap completed. He got yeeted all over the track. And Chad Biesinger or David Baldessare rather, was upside down on the front stretch. Warm-up is over. It is time for the battle to begin. Will we see the 305s take revenge on Chris Standridge? All right, for the feature, Michael Hartman and Nick Frank will have the front row. Mikey Mixter and Doug Norton on the second row. John Bennett, Corey Goodall on the third row. Chad Biesinger and Josh Roberts on the fourth row. Tom, the Missile Land, and Wayne Bridges rounding out the top 10. Lucas Piper and Preston Roberts, 11th and 12th. 13th is Brett Carroll. David Baldessare is 14th. Chris Standridge is 15th. Remember, when you're looking at the numbers, the blue numbers are the winged 305s, and the yellow numbers are the pro late models. And it does look like those pro late models are about to have a very hard time having to fight their way through a lot of 305s. 45 laps around the 3/8 mile dirt track at Lanier. Things are about to get a little bit interesting here. Y'all drop in the comments. Let us know how long you think it'll be before the first caution comes out. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away. And whoa, look at that. It did not take long. Michael Hartman is still getting pushed around the track. What in the world has happened here? John Bennett gets collected. What a crazy, crazy start to the race. Let's see if we can catch when Lucas Piper just gets a little too low and then gets stuck on the 77 of Mikey Mixer. Mikey eventually shakes him off, and he takes John Bennett up to the outside with him. Looks like Doug Norton managed to come through that unscathed. He'll take the lead. Nick Frank will be in second. Mikey Mixter in third. Mikey is missing his front wing. Tom Land in fourth, Wayne Bridges fifth, Preston Roberts sixth, Brett Carroll seventh, David Baldessare eighth, Josh Roberts ninth, and Chris Standridge in 10th. Pace truck is in. Green flag is back in the air. They are down and away. Doug Norton gets a good jump. The Missile up on the high side, and what is happening back behind? Looks like Mikey Mixter and I believe that was Nick Frank up into the wall. The Missile still holding on to second. Here comes Brett Carroll and David Baldessare. Preston Roberts down on the bottom. The prolates passing on the high side. And look at this. Mikey Mixter's making a go of it up top. Oh, I think Mikey just gave Chris Standridge a little bump, and I don't think it was an accident. Tom Land coming. He is the top running 305 right now. Doug Tyler Norton is leading in the pro late. John Bennett get it going a lap down here. Brett Carroll up to the high side. David Baldessare trying to run him down. Wayne Bridges back. Looks like, Brett Carroll almost loses it. Caution is out. Looks like Wayne Bridges might have been involved. Wayne way up into the wall, almost stops. Mikey Mixter happens to find him. Mikey was already missing his front wing. So Doug Norton is in first in a pro late. Tom Land has managed to hold on to second in the 305. Brett Carroll's third, David Baldessare fourth, Chris Standridge all the way up to fifth now after starting dead last. Doug Norton had opened up a lead. Those 305s had actually acted as a barrier that everybody behind him had to get through. Not many drivers had gotten through it, and they still had to get past the missile, so he was opening up quite a lead that might have been insurmountable without the caution. Pace truck about to drop off. Doug Norton will lead him out of turn 4. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. Doug Norton gets a massive jump. Tom Land gets on the gas, but he is holding Brett Carroll up on the high side. And several of the pro lates get by on the bottom. David Baldessare, Chris Standridge. Chad Biesinger now coming by. It looked like Chris Standridge had some problem coming off turn 4. Tom Land is... Chris Standridge gets together with the 23. And here comes Wayne Bridges down on the bottom. Chad Biesinger starting to make his way forward. John Bennett loses the back end, manages to hold on to it, no caution. Doug Norton is coming around. He has Preston Roberts right in front of him. Only 2 of the 305s are left on the lead lap. Tom Land and Josh Roberts, who are currently 3rd and 4th. Caution. And looks like Mikey Mixter is involved. Mikey did not have a front wing. He had apparently gotten it repaired. And looks like he just got into the turn 1 wall. Couldn't get that car to slide going into 1. Doug Norton still holds the lead. Brett Carroll, though, will be restarting on the end second now. Tom Land and Josh Roberts, 3rd and 4th, the 2 top running 305s. Then it's David Baldessare, Chris Standridge, Wayne Bridges, Chad Biesinger, and Lucas Piper. Only 9 cars left on the lead lap, and all the cars 1 or more laps down are the 305s. Lights are out on the pace car. Pace truck is in. Green flag is back in the air. It'll be 25 to go at the line. Tom Land, Josh Roberts trying their best to hold off the hard-charging pro late models behind him. David Baldessare's got to run down the back straightaway. Chris Standridge is right there with him. Doug Norton still holding on to the lead right now. He is opening up a gap on Brett Carroll. Tom Land and Josh Roberts doing an amazing job holding these prolates off for so long. Chris Standridge really sends it in there and gets together with Baldessare. Here comes Wayne Bridges to the outside. Chad Biesinger to the outside. Caution! Looks like Fancy in an accident. Looks like Nick was really struggling through 1 and 2 through the slick. Tried to get down off the track. Not sure what happened, but he gets the inside wall, gets turned around. Before he can get a tow, the caution comes out. Doug Norton in the lead, Brett Carroll second, Tom Land and Josh Roberts still holding third and fourth. Have managed to hold off 5 very fast pro late models so far. And Doug Norton has managed to hold everybody off so far. Coming down through 3 and 4, it looks like lights are out there, about to go green. Pace truck is in. Doug Norton leads him out of 4. Green flag in the air. 19 to go at the line. Brett Carroll gets a better start and is staying with Doug Norton for the moment. Tom Land is still fighting. Josh Roberts still fighting. They are managing to hold Wayne Bridges and Chris Standridge off, at least for the moment. Chris Standridge makes a massive dive into one, can't get anything to work. Oh, Baldessare is there. Chris ends up going around. Caution. Chris really sent it into one, had to check up just a little bit to make sure he did not get into the outside wall or the car to his outside. And great driving by everybody behind him, managing to avoid that incident. Mikey Mixter back on pit road. He's been on pit road several times. His car looks like it's been repaired. Not sure what he's doing. And same with Nick Frank, who is now rolling off pit road. All right, Doug Norton getting ready to lead him down. Pace truck is in. Green flag is back in the air. 14 to go. Brett Carroll this time stays with Doug right off the jump. Meanwhile, Tom Land and Josh Roberts still trying to hold off the prolates, but it looks like Wayne Bridges has a run down to the bottom. Tom Land has the momentum on the high side. Meanwhile, Doug Norton pulling away. Caution is out again. Corey Goodall involved. Off into turn 3 he goes. And looks like he slid up into the wall and then got into that gap out of turn 4. Hits the outside really hard. Hits the inside even harder. Oh, Michael Hartman saying he just completely lost steering. And Russell, yes, it is fun. Having done this once before, I can tell you it's a blast. Just wait till you see the next one. Lights are out on the pace truck. Gonna have right at 10 laps to go, I believe. Excuse me, 9 laps to go. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. It'll be 9 to go at the line. Doug Norton leads him down. Brett Carroll's got a massive run. Tom Land trying to hold Wayne Bridges off on the high side. Tom managing to hold that high line, keep a lot of momentum going, and he pulls away from Wayne Bridges out of turn 4. Meanwhile, Brett Carroll losing ground to Doug Norton, and Tom Land gains on him. A small mistake. Tom Land goes by to take second. Now Brett Carroll gets into Tom Land. Oh, the chaos behind. Caution. Brett Carroll has to check up, and David Baldessare checks up. They have nowhere to go. Look at Brett Carroll tumble. David Baldessare goes into the outside wall, manages to recover. Looks like Chris Standridge got caught as well. A lot of chaos on that one. All right, Doug Norton has the lead. Wayne Bridges in second, but Tom Land still holding on to a podium finish here. Lights are out on the pace truck. It'll be 3 to go when the green flag drops. Doug Norton, Wayne Bridges are the top running prolates. Tom Land, the top running 305. Pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away. Tom Land is suddenly losing ground, did not get a good start, and Lucas Piper down to the bottom. But here comes Tom Land fighting back on the high side. He is looking for a way around Wayne Bridges. 2 laps to go. Doug Norton way out front. And look at this. Tom Land comes around Wayne Bridges on the high side. Lucas Piper currently running in second. Wayne Bridges in third. White flag is in the air for Doug Tire Norton. Lucas Piper still trying to make something happen for the win. Lucas loses it out of turn 2. Wayne Bridges and Tom Land, a drag race to the line. Can Tom make something happen on the high side? He does. The 305 comes in third. Wayne Bridges finishes 4th. David Baldessare is 5th. Chris Standridge is 6th. And what an amazing run out of the missile, holding the high line the whole race and managing to get a podium finish despite being in a heavier than normal 305. And let's see if we can get a quick word with the missile. Hey Tom, this is Doug. You got me?
I do. How you doing?
I am doing good, man. That was really impressive.
Oh, thank you, man. I was just trying to keep it off the wall and keep from getting run over by a late model.
Well, you definitely did that, but you made some passes on some late models.
Yeah, I got lucky. A couple of them hit the wall and I got around them, but yeah, it was fun.
That last lap, you and Wayne Bridges really going at it. You managed to pull away off of turn 4. Did you think you had anything for him there at the end?
I did not. I started to reel the top 2 guys in, and I was thinking, man, if I could get the overall, that would be awesome.
Well, you still pull off the first place in the division, and you managed to obviously top 3 finish against some really tough competition and entirely too heavy 305 from what I heard.
Yeah, it was like racing a Briggs and Stratton.
Oh man, that Briggs and Stratton gave you quite a finish tonight, buddy. Congratulations.
Awesome, thanks.
All right, let's see if I can find Lucas Piper. I do not see Lucas, but let's see if we can get our winner. Hey, Doug.
Straightened out. Hey, that was a beautiful hit by Tom. Though. It was gorgeous.
Hey, Doug.
Tom is the missile.
Hey, Doug. Doug Norton, you got me?
Yes, I do. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man, congratulations. That was a interesting win.
It's better to be lucky than good sometimes. I got lucky. I started on a second row and stayed off the wall.
Yeah, you managed to clear that first incident, and after that, every restart, you just pulled away. I think there was a couple there where Brett looked like he was going to be able to stay with you, but after a lap, you had a 1 second lead.
Yeah, I just like that. There's still some grip up top, so I just tried to stay up there and tried to avoid the slick if I could. But I just tried to keep a steady speed on those restarts, so I didn't punch and lose spin in front of everybody. So yeah, I got lucky starting the second row and avoided the incidents and stayed off the wall by myself. So that was good. I'll take it.
Yeah, it definitely was a great race. Congratulations, man. That was that looked like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, but more fun's coming with this banger race. This will be fun.
I know this is going to get interesting. All right, good luck in that one, buddy.
Thanks. Have a good one.
All right, Doug Tyre Norton pulls off the win. And as you heard, the next one, it's going to be a little bit nuts. We'll talk to some of the drivers and everything else in just a few moments. Please don't go anywhere.